as an indefinite suspension until he donates money to Charlie Kirk's
family
and apologize. Charlie Kirk's family and apologize.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. The suspect in the killing of Charlie Clark has been identified as Tyler Robinson and is being held without bail in a Utah jail on several charges. Just 2 days after the conservative activist's stunning assassination, his wife vowed tonight to continue his movement, including the fall campus tour, saying it will be greater than ever. Authorities have pointed to what they described as anti-fascist messages engraved on bullet casings in a rifle found near the scene as potential evidence of a political motive.
Yeah. Speaking of misinformation and censorship and
it's disgusting.
Well, which part?
The fact that
can we say what happened?
Jimmy Kimmel was basically released indefinitely by the network,
ABC,
for comments that he made about Charlie Kirk.
Yes. Which
weren't really.
There were more comments about how Donald Trump was
reacting to Charlie Kirk's passing away.
Right.
And as a result, the network released him again indefinitely. I don't know if he will still be paid or not, but
he will.
He will?
He will, yeah. Because they didn't suspend him. They basically just not airing his show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Fuck that stupid money.
Which I thought they were wording as an indefinite suspension until he donates money to Charlie Kirk's
family
and apologizes. Charlie Kirk's family and apologizes. The foundation and apologizes for his commentary.
You're extorting me at that.
Hell no.
That's literally what you're doing.
How is that legal, Mark?
It is. I'm not sure it is. I mean, it's a tough situation because you got a company that's saying, we're taking you. They have a right to take them off air, especially if they're paying. See, when CNN did that to me, they paid me. They paid my whole contract out. So technically, there's nothing they can.
All right, flex there, nigga.
No, that's not a flex. I'm saying I got silenced. You know what I mean? Like I probably should have not taken the money and fought. You know what I mean?
It's a flex depending on who's looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what they're saying. The problem is here, right? They're infringing upon his freedom of speech,
First Amendment.
Whatever amendment it is.
First.
That's my thing. When does this shit stop? Where's the end to wit in?
I think the bigger problem, aside from the free speech, is just the censoring of media, not necessarily the free speech part. I think that anytime you're squashing people who don't agree with you, especially when it's a comedic platform, is a super dangerous position to be in.
And you give Fox 5 and any other platform that is in agreement with you full reins to say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Right. The dude was just on there the other day talking about euthanizing homeless people.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or when George Floyd got
they say
murdered. They said whatever they wanted to say.
For a year straight.
They still
doing it. For a year straight.
He didn't die as a result of a knee on his neck. He died as a result of a drug overdose.
Right.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk himself saying that
and was tagging his children. Was tagging
his fucking teenage children.
Yeah, wow.
That's a fact
about that, which was just cruel. So there's two issues here.
That
one is like
crazy.
ABC has a right to say who can have a show and who can't. Right?
Sure.
You don't have a First Amendment right to a TV show.
Sure.
The problem here, though, is that the FCC
forced them.
Is intervening, right, and it's been very public, even on right-wing podcasts, saying that this is a problem. So if the state is intervening and saying you can say stuff and you can't, because as you pointed out, Parks, Brian Kilmeade is on Fox and Friends saying that you should be killing homeless people. He apologized for, but you should be killing homeless people if they won't agree to get locked up. I mean, how is that within the lines? But just pointing out that the Charlie Kirk supporters are MAGA isn't. Like, that to me is weird. And so suspending Jimmy Kimmel to me is so far beyond the norm and so far beyond the bounds of what should be in a democratic society. That's crazy to me.
It's huge. Like,
I want to at least I want to play some shit that Kev from Barstool posted.
Okay.
They trying to silence me too.
I don't know if I haven't fact checked him, but he just goes a little deeper as to
All right, the Jimmy Kimmel suspension goes way deeper than just your typical cancel culture saga now that we know about the details of the potential Nexstar merger and the FCC's hypocrisy. Before I tell you everything that I got wrong and what I didn't know about the situation, let me explain where I was coming from with my mentality, with my first reaction. I don't really like Jimmy Kimmel. I find him to be a snarky hypocrite.
No, shut up. We don't need your opinion on this, Kev. Sorry. We just want to hear the fact.
But as a content creator who says jokes and has said inflammatory things and has crossed the line before, I ordinarily would side with people who get canceled and say that's fucked up, I should be able to say whatever I want and make whatever joke I want. And in an effort to compromise and meet people halfway, I thought we were operating under this philosophy of you can have free speech, but there are consequences for your words. Because that's what I heard for a decade straight with politically correct people trying to cancel controversial people. So my opinion was, why doesn't this fall under that same umbrella, right? Jimmy Kimmel has an audience. He works for a company. There are
I fuck with you, Kev, but
you have to operate
shit is important right now.
Parameters, and he didn't. What I did not know about was the blatant hypocrisy from the FCC, and even what the purview of the FCC is. I was under the impression that the FCC monitors broadcasts for the general public interest, that you're going to protect children, and you're going to stop hate speech, and you're there to basically patrol the overall well-being and peace of society in terms of broadcasting. When it comes to things like language and ratings for children and rap lyrics like Eminem, they're like, hang on, if something is going to disrupt things too much, we've got to take a look at that. Well, this is Brendan Carr, the head of the FCC, in 2019, flat out saying the FCC does not police speech in the name of public interest and that the government should not censor speech at all. Now, we fast forward to yesterday, after Nexstar threatened to preempt Jimmy Kimmel with their 28 local stations and essentially force the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel. Brendan Carr comes out and says, I'd like to thank Nexstar for doing the right thing. They have an obligation to serve the public interest. That is about as blatantly hypocritical as it gets. Now, the next part of the situation, Nexstar announced they were trying to merge with their biggest rival that would create this one gigantic media conglomerate, but the problem was that kind of violates FCC rules about how much power one group can have on television. But just recently, Brendan Carr, our boy Mr. Hypocrite, said that his mind was open to getting rid of those artificial limits on how many TV stations one company can own. Now, how do Nexstar and Carr connect? Well, Brendan Carr went on a podcast and said he believes the individual licensed stations are the ones that need to step up and say, we don't want Jimmy Kimmel. So Nexstar, who's trying to get this merger done and needs to break the rules and needs the FCC to change their mind on some of the laws, sees Brendan Carr saying, here's what I want from you guys. And they say, let's fucking give it to him so that we can get our merger done and get our $6.2 billion. It's always about the money.
Yeah.
It's American as apple pie and baseball, my nigga.
Yeah.
Dead wrong.
Cool. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
That's disgusting.
So it don't really be about no more.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's not about morality. It's about spanking.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Again, I haven't checked that. If what he's saying is true, that sounds about right to me.
I didn't have that deep of an analysis because I didn't do the research. But what I knew for sure was his contract was up next summer, 2026.
That's what I thought.
And they weren't renewing him.
Yeah.
And they seemed to be getting rid of late night TV. So this seemed, either way, it seemed like a convenient out. That's even more interesting and complex. But yeah, at the very least, it seems like a business move either way.
I think late night TV is a wrap.
It is,
especially at the clip that they used to be paying them.
Yeah,
they were some of the highest.
It's a $48 million contract.
Yeah, they were some of the highest paid people in entertainment. And I think late night TV is just an old school thing.
And I hate that.
Well, I think it's going to evolve and move like everything else in media has. You know what I mean? Like even with sports, ESPN is not a great place to really get sports information from. Like YouTube and independent creators are a better place to get real sports information from.
I don't think that we'll see a world without late night television.
Yeah, I think
in my lifetime.
It'll be somewhere else.
But I don't
see it now.
I don't think they'll be paid what they were paid.
You're right.
Well, that's different.
Jay Leno,
that's different.
Letterman, all of these guys used to get these astronomical.
It's a dying industry. But
they used to get
that's when it was
huge contracts.
So that's not to say
that's not. It's been lit. That's not when it was lit then, and it's continued to be lit.
And it's also not to say that if the Joe Budden podcast aired nightly at 10 p.m., we would be in the same conversation with them. Like I'm saying, those guys can make the same money. It might just not be at CBS.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, Conan showed them that. There's a bunch of people that showed them that already. I like the unified front from Fallon, Jon Stewart, and Colbert.
That Fallon shit was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
I thought what you thought where
I
thought it was what you thought where it was over for him already until I saw all those teachers being fired until they suspended my YouTube and you know what I mean. Then I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Can you speak more on that about suspending your YouTube? Like, what do you mean? What happened?
I went on my podcast and
Don't Call Me White Girl.
Don't Call Me White Girl podcast, and I said that I wasn't the biggest fan of the guy, you know.
Of Charlie Kirk?
You say his name. Yeah. Hold it down.
No,
that's what
I got
you gotta do in the struggle. I need you.
I got you.
Because they knew you wasn't white. When you told them that, they looked at you.
Oh Lord, that's what I'm saying.
They knew
You
you
know,
wasn't white.
I'm only called white like in arguments. Like anytime it's like court judge, bro, shoplifting.
So you
they
feel
know.
like you said some shit.
They follow me around the store. Why don't the people in the store? You know what I mean? Come on. But anyway, no, I did. I said a couple things. What bothered me the most was the flags half staff, right? Because the way it works is it starts up there at the White House or whatever, and the schools do it, and this do it. So the thought of my fucking kid going to school and say, well, why is the flag like that? And it's a fucking joke.
We got a day coming up.
The thing that bothered me the most is it's a big fuck you to black people. And then the fact that people act like they don't understand that. That's a big fuck you to us that somebody can speak that ill of us on a regular basis, and when he died, he gets some kind of praise. I could see if he did some give back work and got some shit done. He hasn't.
Right,
He hasn't done nothing but go to different schools and be an antagonist and start bullshit. But I got on my podcast and I said some things about him, and they suspended my YouTube.
And real quick,
They took away my YouTube because I said
Came over here
something
and said all
negative.
that shit. I'm a fucking.
I ain't say nothing.
My mom,
I ain't even cuss.
they took away, because my mom does the casino content.
Okay.
And when they saw her comments on Charlie Kirk, they confiscated her credentials.
Shut
They took
the
away
fuck
credentials.
up.
You can't come here.
Like her
and film it.
monetization?
Yeah,
Like her
not-
monetization?
not on YouTube, but the casino did that. And I think that they're reporting it, if I'm not mistaken. I just saw her talk about it, and that all her credentials was removed.
That's crazy.
And,
What can we
you know
do,
what I mean?
Mark? What the fuck are we supposed
So
to do?
hold on.
Yo, I love how you just
'Cause what the
always go to
fuck?
Mark
'Cause, yeah,
for the solution.
Who else here?
What can we do, Mark?
Let's be
Yo,
real.
ask the rest of us too what we can do. We got fucking ideas.
they all got answers. But
Okay.
I just want to
Well,
point
fuck
out
you, Mark.
what Mona is alluding to, and it's part of a big story that we also need to talk about. It's all connected, and that is that the Senate passed unanimously Charlie Kirk Day, or a National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. October 14th is the National Remembrance for
Dog,
Charlie Kirk.
what are
That
you
is fucking
talking
crazy.
about?
There are 100 people in the U.S. Senate, Democrats and Republicans.
So this October, it's already on.
Yeah.
We ain't even wait till next year.
It's only going to be one day. It's just it's
One
every
day
year.
every year?
It's usually
Harlem get a week.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
But-
Yeah. Why aren't y'all upset?
I am upset.
Because I
This
know
is
I'm pretty upset.
crazy.
I can tell you why I'm not upset.
And there's a companion resolution coming in the
part of
House.
Cut
course.
all this shit out for real. Fuck that. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, but this
Look,
is
you shook. I can tell you why I'm not upset. I just know where I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know where I am. I know how
You
they
know
are.
where you are, but you've never seen nothing like this. That's
Shit.
Where?
Shit.
Where? Something like this.
I've never seen
This
this.
is pretty
Something
bad.
like this. You
I
have
have
never
not.
seen. Are y'all crazy?
I agree with her.
Mother,
I might have never-
his mom teachers at my YouTube and motherfucking Jimmy Fallon.
I've never seen it. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised by it though.
Okay, cool. I didn't
all.
say that.
But that's why I'm not.
I
as
know where
upset.
I am too, but you've never, in your whole life, you've never seen nothing like that. That shit is scary. What the fuck is going on?
It's
So
getting
what
spooky.
stops it from? I'm home in my fucking big panties, the extra large ones, eating popcorn on live, talking about fuck Donald Trump, and they come to my door and beat the shit out of me like we in Russia or some shit. We in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, and I think it's
I watch nigga get dragged out. The niggas do content from over there. I watch this nigga get dragged out after talking filthy about the president.
know you're talking about-
And they ain't seen a nigga since.
And it is dangerous, in my opinion, to say this is not surprising. We've seen shit like this before.
Get the fuck.
That's treading a very dangerous
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
Like,
nigga,
no, this
are
is
y'all
what's supposed to
crazy?
happen. No, this is not
Right.
what's supposed to happen. This is
I'm not
This is
saying.
extreme, bro.
I'm not saying it's supposed to happen.
And I'm not
what I'm
saying that
saying
neither.
is I'm not surprised by it because look what they do.
And what he's saying is a
That's
cavalier
all I'm
attitude
saying,
like
bro.
that is dangerous. Is what
That's all
he's
I'm saying.
saying. What he's saying is
I'm
right.
living in the real world though. At the same
and
time,
respect, but the way that shit right there is dangerous. Because
That's how you turn
imagine when
into
a
Nova
mass
Scotia.
of motherfuckers do it. At some point, everybody got to wake up and say, "Hold up, hold up." You right? It's time to go to the town square.
let's go then. Go
I'm
ahead.
ready.
Because a lot of people doing all this but not doing nothing. They've been doing this for years, my nigga.
I ain't got no.
Why you cat calling me? What?
I'm telling you to get piggity parks on.
He got it.
Oh yeah.
Park's face was red. He filled me.
Well, I'll tell you one guy who's pissed about
That's
this.
just, and we're in media, y'all. We do this.
I'll
That's
beat you
another
up.
thing that's funny. We do this. So what if you say some shit and they find it that deep, they lock you the fuck up?
If I don't
Because
get
it
my-
never happened, but you the first podcast nigga get booked.
If I don't get my
Come on,
YouTube
bro.
check,
What you say about Afrobeats, dog?
If I don't get my YouTube check, bitch, you getting booked.
Cut it out.
Hey,
Just
y'all,
cut it out, bro,
y'all-
in the back. Cut
y'all-
it out, bro.
Y'all check out Mona on her show on her network or not. When she go, you know what I mean? She got a lot. She's really passionate about this subject.
I'm passionate in
I
general.
understand what y'all are saying. What I'm saying to y'all is this. And you're right. y'all are right. It's dangerous when you get to a place of acceptance, but I don't think acceptance and awareness are the same. I'm just saying I'm aware of where I am.
I agree with that.
Y'all voted in a president who I have my thoughts on. I don't care about who voted him. I don't care about y'all thoughts. I have my thoughts, and I believe in them about him. That's who y'all put in office to fucking change legislation however he wanted to, so he could get revenge, spite, and get back against the people, so he could let all the January 6th people out of jail. So he could. This is the same dude. His last run was splitting families from their kids and putting them all in cells. I don't know what more y'all needed to see. I'm telling y'all, I was convinced on him.
Not
and
just
hold up, Breeze, and my basketball coach, Coach Gil Reynolds, rest in peace. Association brings on affiliation. If those are my thoughts on him, without the Epstein book or list being put out, mind you, if you just watch who he hangs out with, and the things that they say freely, when I go home, I assume that is how they speak and maneuver about us behind closed doors.
I agree with that.
Which says, so how they treating homeboy is not such a shock to me. His rhetoric is America's rhetoric, is what I'm saying.
My thing,
that's all I'm saying.
I had a long conversation. Some dude hit me in my DMs, right, about what we said about Charlie Kirk. So he and I had a little exchange. So it got to a point, I'm like, yo, my nigga, I'm tired of texting. Yo, what's your number? So I got Black. This is the funny part.
This is a complete stranger?
Yeah, like it was a good conversation.
1,000 times.
Yo, it was a good conversation, right? He was black. He was educated. He wasn't some stupid motherfucker from, and he really was defending Charlie Kirk and justifying some of the things that Charlie Kirk said, and it got me so frustrated. I said, yo, my nigga, you too smart to think like this.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You got black people defending this. My thing is, if they could do this shit to rich white late night hosts who we've held up here, imagine what the fuck they could do to us.
No, it ain't about them doing it to the late night show.
I'm just giving you an example.
They did it to Bob Iger. They did it to Bob Iger. This ain't your little late night show host that make 30, 40 million, 50 million a year. They did that to Bob Iger.
Sure did.
I don't know.
So that's my point.
Don't know who Bob Iger is.
He runs Disney.
He runs Disney. This is a Disney move.
Yeah.
This
Disney
is a
owns
Disney
ESPN.
thing.
So
and Hulu. There's people now. People now talking about we boycotting ABC and Hulu. I was all the way. Then they said boycott Hulu. I had to sit down and think. I was like, fuck it. I'll show it for my people.
The Target boycott was successful.
It was.
So what's up?
Supposedly.
Let's go. They comparing the Target boycott to fucking Selma, right?
I didn't hear
I didn't
No?
hear your algorithm is
Is it
different.
too far?
Your algorithm is
a little different.
Yeah, you got a different.
Yo, again, check Mo now.
Yeah, Monique trying to get this.
Mona up here getting her shit off.
Yeah.
I get on my podcast
Hey, yo, you gotta,
and talk about
you gotta
dick all
check that
day.
supplemented.
No, come over here and talk about
whatever
dick all
you
day.
losing
I
on
don't want to talk
YouTube,
about
Mona.
dick with dicks.
Mona.
Why?
I could probably talk about dick with you, but not them. They too childish.
Yeah.
They do what?
Don't make everything gay. Oh, it's gay. It's
Nobody
gay.
make it-
Like I can have a conversation with Joe about eating butt or like little
They don't
finger in
get
the
their
butt.
You feel safe with him.
You
Talking
feel safe,
about-
right?
They don't get their butt ate.
Oh,
It's not even I feel safe for him. You know why?
He paying
He's
the-
so
he paying the bills.
confident and he didn't got so much pussy and so
He
much
paying the
paper
bills,
over the years. He's secure like that.
She's right.
Yo, you about to set Ish off.
She's right. She's right.
Ish is
My
about to
personal
self-destruct.
opinion.
Hey, are you paying for that extra shit, nigga? That's what you give in the bag to say this bullshit you saying?
Listen, I've seen
Shut
his
your
work.
ass up,
I
mother.
seen his work. The asses be fat, the stomachs be fat. I seen it.
Yeah,
and I ain't
you
gonna lie.
guys- yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Can I be a little personal?
I think you are
Just
right
cut it
there.
off if you have to.
All right.
Listen, I seen wifey online. I said, damn, she nice, right? I always wanted to see her in person. First 2 times she wasn't here, right? Last time she was here. Hey, Mark, I put my fingers through that nigga hair. That ain't tracks.
Oh yeah.
That bitch a dime.
No, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to
That's
bitches
it.
with
Period. Y'all wait for something big. The bitch look good. And she smell like shea butter. We met. She's very friendly. I started. No sexual harassment.
Yo, that's just been your bag today.
I'm just teasing. No, but she's gorgeous. That's my personal opinion.
But
fellas.
listen, we think
if I saw y'all working, it was like that, I would give it to you.
No,
and if I see you working, it wasn't like that, I wouldn't judge you. If your baby moms and stuff is ugly, I wouldn't judge y'all.
No, Mark got some real good looking exes. The internet is saying.
I'm somebody ugly baby mom. One nigga dream is another nigga headache, bro.
Yo, are you fucking crazy?
I'm somebody ugly baby mom.
Yo,
I'm somebody fat baby mom.
You my comebacks. I overdo that shit.
Oh,
Take that part out.
Trying to get us.
That's too far.
Yes.
Yeah, it probably is.
So like,
What the hell?
don't call him white boy. Don't call him white boy.
All
What
right.
did he say about?
Moving.
Oh my God. Hey,
You got your
Moving
work
right
cut out for
along.
you, Bart.
Moving right along.
Thank you.
Listen,
great.
yeah,
I need a Prilosec.
but yeah, that shit look funny.
I need a Prilosec.
You don't see that, y'all? Nah, never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. We
Yeah,
just keep moving.
it's weird. It's weird.
Just keep moving. What else needs our full
Did y'all want to talk
Chris,
about
full
it?
attention?
Moving.
Talk about what?
Did y'all want to talk about dicks?
Not right this second.
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it, but maybe later.
Hey, hold on.
You know,
Ben
we
and
could
Jerry?
talk about. We could talk about the fact that most women don't get sexually satisfied from their sexual experiences. Almost like if you say, okay, 10, if a woman talks about 10 sexual experiences, out of those 10, probably one bust her ass out the 10. Or we could talk about how it's a
Mona, we got Patreon.
it's
sis.
a myth.
Yo, Mona,
It's a myth
Hey,
about
hey,
everybody.
We got Patreon. Look, we got notes. We got
don't
Patreon.
Be rude, bro.
Let's save
don't
it for
be
Patreon.
Disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
Let's save it
as
for
soon as I get to
Patreon.
talking about big dicks, people want to change the subject.
No,
What I was saying
yes. You correct.
Hey, you can always tell who want to change it too, right?
Yeah, we want to change the subject
You
about
wanna tell
big
who
dicks.
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. Yeah.
Anyway, the last thing I was going to say is, or we could talk about how it's a myth that everybody likes huge big dicks. Some people prefer smaller dicks.
Girl, you can talk about that on
I like
Patreon.
all
Flip, can you stop interrupting?
Yeah, you
I
so
feel- I-
jealous.
You hit
bro.
your subject right
Jealous
there.
of
Go
who?
ahead.
No, I do see a lot of girls. I don't know if it's a content thing.
I promise
I hate
you.
that I'm the one that got roped in.
I knew you would be
but,
down.
But I do see a lot of girls
Let me get comfortable.
because the dirty content niggas that run up on you in the street and say, "Oh, the fit is so fresh." What you do? Them dirty niggas. Now they
call
like
them dirty content niggas. Oh my God, that's
yeah, they always out the frame.
the ones that's always outside.
Talk
with
about
a
what
mic.
you got on. No, nigga, what you got on. Anyway,
The ones with a little furry mic on their
yeah.
shirts.
But
running
them
around
niggas
the
now, they
streets.
walking up to girls and asking personal shit like, "Yo, what's your ideal size?"
Oh yeah,
Ask me.
And the girl,
it's a fair question.
somebody ask her.
I want you to
that's a
ask
trap.
me.
Oh God, they gonna clip me up. All right, what's your ideal size?
Say it again.
Fuck you, Mona. now moving on.
No, okay,
no, I don't care no more.
6 and 7 in the middle, girthy, but no bigger than 7. 8, I call the fucking police in there. And I ask for dick pics. Listen, this is the truth. Most men don't know how to please you, right? And most men are not pleasers. So their number one thing is to please them. So you walk around with all this motherfucking dick. You think you gonna punch on me? Right? You just trying to come. You don't care if I come. You don't care if I like it. So you have more chance of it to be painful with a guy with a big dick versus it being good and him knocking that back door. Because some of them knock that back door, boy. You put that on there, your name. You know what I mean?
Now that we got to the bottom of that.
Get to the bottom of it. Exactly. Yeah. But that's the whole thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, well, no, but I'm taking your word. I'm taking your word for it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Careful what you agree with.
Yeah, word.
It's so quiet in here. It's so fun. I'm going to bring up dicks every time I need to get quiet in this fucker. Dicks! And y'all all have them. That's the weird part. Why is everybody so tense? I'm the only one that don't own one, and I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'll own one soon.
You might pop the trunk on him.
I'm like,
I'm about to kill this nigga. Are you fucking crazy?
Yes.
Oh,
Not to get all extra political, but I think it should be noted that Jerry from Ben and Jerry's has left the company. He left a note. The note is deep. Like to hear it. Here it goes.
Yes.
It's with a broken heart that I've decided I can no longer, in good conscience, and after 47 years, remain an employee of Ben and Jerry's. I am resigning from the company Ben and I started back in 1978. This is one of the hardest and most painful decisions I've ever made. This isn't because I've lost my love for the people at Ben and Jerry's. Quite the opposite. The folks who show up every day in our factories, scoop shops, and offices are some of the most passionate, caring, and values-driven people you'll ever meet. They are the soul of Ben and Jerry's. What has made their work so important to me and what allowed the company to be more than just an ice cream company was the independence to pursue our values, which was guaranteed when Unilever, which was guaranteed when Unilever bought the company. For more than 20 years under their ownership, Ben & Jerry's stood up and spoke out in support of peace, justice, and human rights, not as abstract concepts, but in relation to real events happening in our world. And real Ben & Jerry's people always fuck with them because of that, let me say.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
it
fact.
wasn't,
Always on the-
That's
it
a
wasn't
fact.
just the ice cream thing.
Right, that's a fact.
That independence existed in no small part because of the unique merger agreement Ben and I negotiated with Unilever. One that enshrined our social mission and values in the company's governance structure in perpetuity. See, that's real important.
Yeah.
It is.
It's profoundly disappointing to come to the conclusion that independence, the very basis of our sale to Unilever, is gone. And it's happening at a time when our country's current administration is attacking civil rights, voting rights, the rights of immigrants, women, and the LGBTQ community. Standing up for the values of justice, equality, and our shared humanity has never been more important, and yet Ben & Jerry's has been silenced, sidelined for fear of upsetting those in power. It's easy to stand up and speak out when there's nothing at risk. The real test of values is when times are challenging and you have something to lose. Love, equity, justice. They're a part of who Ben and I are, and they've always been the true foundation of Ben & Jerry's. From the very beginning, Ben and I believed that our values and the pursuit of justice were more important than the company itself. If the company couldn't stand up for the things we believed, then it wasn't worth being a company at all. In closing, he says, it was always about more than just ice cream. It was a way to spread love and invite others into the fight for equity, justice, and a better world. Coming to the conclusion that this is no longer possible at Ben & Jerry's means I can no longer remain part of Ben & Jerry's. He's smoking this shit. If I can't carry those values forward inside the company today, then I will carry them forward outside with all the love and conviction I can. With love, Jerry.
All right, so I'm getting rid of ESPN and Ben & Jerry's. My life is fucked. My life is fucked.
Really powerful,
Killed him.
going out statement.
Yeah.
Salute to him.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry for taking a stand. He's right. Got to do it when you got something to lose.
Yeah.
Means a little more. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Ben & Jerry lovers out there.
Shout out to all the people fighting the good fight.
Yeah, word.
Stand up for something.
Y'all are more important than you've ever been.
Word.
Freeze.
Yo.
All right, what we got? Chris Brown, they accusing Chris Brown of some shit. I wouldn't have brought it up because they just gonna keep doing that.
Baldwin Breeze.
Yeah, like
They.
I feel like people almost do that to get the story.
Yes.
So then why don't we give it to him?
Because Chris posted it himself. If they had just accused Chris of some shit, I wouldn't have thought about it. But Chris made a point to say, like, I'm done and I'm no longer going to
Well, that was
do
the
this colorist
second post.
rage baiting. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, because the first one was just, yo, y'all miss me with this. Stop. Like, leave me alone with y'all rage baiting shit, all that. Leave me alone. And then there were two stories that came out, or two women that posted and went viral over it. And then after the second, he's like, yo, I'm off this shit. I can't no more. I can't. And I understand, yo, do what you got to do to just protect your mental health at this point, bro. So I'm not mad at that. But what happened, there was a young lady, went to a show. She was outside the show. And you know, these are stadium shows. You can hear the music and shit. And she's like, I was promised VIP. I didn't get in. That's all she said. She left it very vague. Of course, the comments and everything went, oh, well, yeah, you didn't get in because he only likes lighter, fair-skinned women, and you're not. She then went back the next day after it went crazy and said, oh, I didn't say I didn't get in because of that. I didn't get in because I got there late. And I had more people than passes I was supposed to have been given, and all. It was her fault.
Okay.
She acknowledged that and said, yo, it wasn't, I'm not saying he was a colorist, but everybody ran with it. She also started her second day post with, hey, I'm a model, and any brands that want to collab. So you kind of see where that was going. That's the first one. Second young lady came out with a video, and she said somebody promised her tickets. She got there, her and her group of girls. They didn't let them in. He's like, yo, I don't have no tickets for you. But then started to see other people get in and get passes and get their VIPs, etc. And blamed it on him not liking a certain hue of women in his area.
Girls that got in
while
with
he's
yellow.
on stage. He ain't even, it ain't like the club, this is my VIP. I'm performing. I don't know
I ain't
who
gonna
the
lie.
fuck
I
is
think
getting it.
I think we be on the wrong part of history even reporting on some of this shit.
Or
That's
interesting.
Wanna take it out?
We be on the wrong side of history.
Can I say?
No, I
one
think it's an
thing?
important conversation.
Yeah, I do too. And I
Fuck the conversation. I think the reporting on shit that ain't nothing. Like, we have to be careful with that shit.
with just doing content, doing the internet. I've always been a Chris Brown thing. I think he's the closest thing we're gonna get to Michael Jackson. When I would talk about him, the people would rip me apart. Like, I would get emails in the comments. I can't believe as a woman you would do. Whether they were bringing up alleged violence in the past or him being a colorist, but in the streets, it's not the same thing.
It's not.
Like, I just with the Breezy Ball is wall to wall, bro. When he, you know how every show he gets the bitch and he lick on her a little bit and pound her sidebar. Where do you sign up for that? Like, if y'all gonna do that, y'all should at least have a signing board,
A
not
raffle?
for me, but for
Supposed to be a raffle?
people that wanna. You should be able to pay for it, whatever. That part when he did that, bro, it was so many. That my whole section like together just. Like, they were